What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the videos, and in today's vlog we are going to be discussing the top 5 Apple products that I find to be the most beneficial in day-to-day life, and also what I use on a regular. But before we get into the video, I want to thank all my new subscribers for giving some love and support, and to anybody who is new to watching this, my name is Noah and I make tech reviews and tech videos and just kind of day in the life vlogs. So before we get into this video, please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, because this one is going to be a great one. I also want to let everybody know who is new and who has maybe not heard yet that I am doing a Sony ZV-E1 giveaway once I hit 2,500 subscribers. The reason I chose that number is because the camera is worth about $2,500 new, and that's when I will be ordering it from B&H, Amazon, or wherever I can get it from. The fastest international shipping as well, and it just makes everything synergistically work together. The camera is 2,500 and the subscriber count needs to be 2,500 as well. But to get right into the video, I want to start off with the first thing that I think is one of my favorite products from Apple. It's not really a product, but it is Apple CarPlay. And I think that this is something that is super useful and beneficial in real world situations. One of the reasons why I love Apple CarPlay so much, if you have a car that has a large enough screen, it is pretty user friendly. It has everything that you need. You can click on the map button and the map shows up. You can click on your Apple button, all your podcasts, your playlists, all of these things are shown. Phone calls, obviously you can look up all your numbers, recent contacts, and you can scroll, click, and call anybody you need. I also love the ability that you can click on this button right here and it brings up all the apps that are able to be used during driving and your stills. You know, you go into Walmart fuel, it shows you fueling options. That's super beneficial. And ChatGPT, go into ChatGPT and it shows you all the recent things. You can voice chat it, you can do a bunch of cool things with it. This is something that's in the newer cars, probably from like 2018 onwards. So if you have a car like that, then you obviously understand the benefits. The first product that we are going to be talking about is something that is used almost every single day by most people, and almost everybody in the world has one, and it is incredibly powerful and it fits in your pocket. It is the iPhone, and I currently have the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and I feel like this is a tool that is super underappreciated, mostly because people don't fully use it for what it can do, and especially for content creators. Most people think that they need to have this $6,000 camera, $4,000 lens, a mic setup, when in reality you can just take your iPhone, put it in landscape mode, drop it into cinematic mode, 24 frames at 4K, plug in the DJI mic if you want some extra sound quality, and click record, and you have a $1,600 camera right in your hands. And you will be surprised to see how many famous YouTubers or content creators use just their iPhone for their content, and they don't even have a 4,000 rig like a FX3 or something like that. They literally just have an iPhone. But this is something that you should be using every day, and I personally use this for a lot of my content, my vertical content, my horizontal content for B-roll in town or driving around the city, where I don't want to bring my entire setup, mostly because I don't want to drop it, lose it, have to carry it around, and kind of be a nuisance to everybody I'm with. So filming with my iPhone, I can just quickly take it out, shoot a clip, and then put it back, and then upload that to my computer. It has perfect color grading. It gives me ample amount of footage, and it is the next step below professional camera for professional footage. So to anybody who says, I can't start my content creation journey, I don't have a camera yet, and I don't have the best gear, well, you do. You have your iPhone. You can start right now. You just don't want to, and you're lazy. So get your ass off the couch, finish watching the video right now, and then go start filming your first vlog. So if you all thought that I was going to say the iPad for the next product, you were absolutely correct, because the iPad is one of the most versatile objects that you can get from Apple, simply because it's in between a laptop or a computer and an iPhone. And if you're interested in doing content and editing and you use Lightroom or Photoshop or stuff like that, this is what you can use to edit those pictures and have a larger image to work with without spending $1,500 on a laptop that only really works when connected to the internet. And it's handheld, it's small, it's compact, and it does everything you need. You can watch Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, you can even shop on it, you can do your editing, you can watch your content, you can watch other people's content, and you can take pictures, answer texts. There is so much that this can do. So if you're in the market for something where you can do your editing and watch content and have a product that is incredibly useful for everything that you could do except answer phone calls, which I actually think you can FaceTime on this as well, the iPad is what you should get. It's about $600-700. You can even get ones that are cheaper. So it can do what the iPhone can do, it can do what the laptop can do. It's just compressed into a handheld version, and you can get an attachment that has a keyboard, so you can pretty much create a laptop from it. This is the third product, and this is probably one of my favorite products, because the fourth product is actually what we're going to talk about as something that I carry around with me everywhere we go. So this is a product that I think from Apple is one of the best, because it keeps everything secure, it stays in your pocket at all time, and it holds 2 to 3 credit cards and your ID, and it would be the Apple attachment wallet that has mag lock, so it clicks directly on, and it is sturdy. It doesn't move, doesn't shift, it stays in place, it stays in your pocket, and it is kind of waterproof, which is great, because, and drop proof, because I've dropped this countless times. As you can see, it is all disgusting. But this is something that I think everybody should have, just for emergencies and those like most important situations. So the Apple Wallet, get it, it costs about $17 I think from Apple, or you can get the Amazon version, which is pretty much the same. This is important, and this is one of the most important products in my personal Apple lineup. So along with something like that, so just to kind of do a quick recap, we talked about the Apple Wallet and the iPhone, both can fit right in your pocket, and you can even do content creation with the wallet on the other side of the phone. So we talked about the phone, the wallet, Apple CarPlay, and my iPad. Now we're gonna kind of get into audio. So there's 2 different types of audio that Apple makes, over the ear and in the ear. Personally, I love the in the ear Apple Pros, the newest ones, because it has such amazing quality, sound detail, sound depth. You just can't beat it, especially with noise canceling. On the other side, they have the over-the-ear Apple Maxes. These are amazing as well. One of my most used Apple products, because when I edit videos in bed, or if I'm in the car or on the train, this is perfect to get rid of all the muffling sound, and you can use true surround sound with it cupping your ear. You get more precise detail when editing videos with these than the AirPod Pros, the in-ear ones. But I always carry one of these with me just in case, depending on what situation I'm in. For the most part, I'm using the AirPod Pros just because of how easy, small, and compact they are. And you can attach it to your keychain, which makes it even easier to know exactly where you put them. And you can track them, which I think is a fantastic thing with these as well. You can track them with Find My iPhone. So everything that I have talked about is accessible on Find My iPhone. And one of the things that I love about Apple in general is Find My iPhone, because you can attach any Apple product or Apple tag or computer, like anything, and from your iPhone you can ping every single product, your laptop, your iPad, your AirPods, your AirPod Maxes, your everything. The connectivity of Find My iPhone is one of the most important reasons of why I decided to go with Apple, and because it's just a fantastic software. This kind of brings us into the last product, and unfortunately I don't have that product with me because I just lost it, but they are Apple AirTags. And if you wrote Apple AirTags earlier in the video, then you are correct, because the AirTags is an amazing product. It's a little tiny disc the size of this, and it goes onto your wallet, onto your phone, onto a keychain. You can put it in your car underneath the seat, and it pings live from where it is to where you are. I had one underneath my car seat because if I ever parked in Boston or in a garage and I didn't know exactly where I was, I could just ping my car and it would tell me exactly how to get there, how long, shortcuts, and it would ping when I get close enough and I could hear it. So AirTags are amazing, especially for people who have ADHD like me and who just lose things all the time. This is something that you need to have in your arsenal. And now I wanted to get into like a fun one, like an extra one, but I thought it was going to be a little too cheesy, and it was the MacBook. I feel like the MacBook is just the go-to Apple product and everybody has it, so it's nothing very special, and it doesn't really mean as much to people as like an iPhone or a wallet does, because 9 out of 10 people who have Apple have a MacBook or some type of like laptop from Apple from some ancient timeline. So these are my top objects and products and things that I use when it comes to Apple. So my question to all of you is, if you haven't already subscribed, I don't know why you're still here and not subscribed. So go subscribe to the channel and give this video a big old thumbs up. But the question I want to end this video with is, do you have a specific Apple product that you use the most? Why? And did I miss any that I should be heavily investing in? I mean, I know there's a lot of little tiny gadgets and stuff that Apple has, but what is something that you use every day that you find to be your MVP of your pocket? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate everybody stopping by. If you've made it this far in the video, comment spoon. My name is Noah. Hope this video helped you understand a little bit about me and a little bit about yourself, depending on what you like. I'll see you in the next one. Be sure to click right here to watch my latest video and hit this bubble right here for a subscription. You know, click it and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.